What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody back again with another video. And before we proceed on with this video, I want to apologize first and foremost to my subscribers. That's right, all 31,720. And first of all, I want to thank you. Ever since the whole quartering nonsense has occurred, my channel is blowing up. That's right, my channel is blowing up. My channel is being attacked by the subscribers. That's right, I'm over 700 subs in like 2 weeks, so I just wanted to thank you. I appreciate it. I will continue doing my best getting the clips out, commentary, and podcasts. Now, if you're not a sub, I would appreciate it if you give me a sub. I'm asking. That's right, I'm begging. And as the good Lord said, ask and thou shalt receive. Okay, so if not, it's all good. I appreciate it either way. Anyway, let's get into the video. We're going to be looking at DSP's daily rap video, and I'm going to have to say this for sure. The one person on the internet that is enjoying the quartering nonsense that's going on is Dark Side Phil. Not because he's a grifter, not because he's trying to cash in on the drama. No. It's taking away eyes and views upon him and his shenanigans. That's right. He's been sliding under the radar for the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks, because of course the focus on the entire vortex is on the quartering. So the one person who has benefited clearly is DSP. But don't worry, Phil, don't worry. The attention, oh, there you go. Thank you, brother, for subbing. See, I told you, the Lord is good. Ask and thou shalt receive. Thank you, I appreciate you subbing. Don't worry, Phil, don't worry. Once this quartering thing kind of blows over a little bit, people will start refocusing and giving attention to you. So don't worry. Okay, we'll give you plenty of attention. While that's happening, of course, I will continue chronicling the DSP Vortex and his misadventures. That's right. And this is what I'm doing now. We're going to look at the daily rap, and we're going to hear him talk about, of course, low support, as he always does. And, the same just nonsense that he loves to talk about. But, of course, we do get a little bit of nuggets here and there that we can expand on and make this video 20 minutes long. So let's get into it, folks.
Everyone, DSP here. Welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Wednesday, the 29th of April, 2026. How you doing? I hope that you had a good day. If you didn't check out my content live today, I'm here to summarize it for you and let you know what it was all about. And today was an interesting day because if you can believe it, we are now in prime position not to finish one, but to complete 2 video game playthroughs the next time that I play each of the games that I actually played today. So allow me to explain to you how exactly everything went down so that you know what to expect. First stream today was a DSP morning show, followed by Endgame of Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. The morning show was interesting, where we talked about a variety of topics, including the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection from last fall, finally getting a quality of life update that gave it crossplay so people could play the game online against each other 7 months after its release. Plus, we talked about, aging gracefully, my working out. Someone showed me an insanely expensive workout machine, which was hilarious, and more. It was a pretty good hour of chill fun on the DSP morning show today.
It was more than an hour long, brother, by the way. It was an hour and a half because he was sitting there waiting for people to give him donations, which did not come. I think he walked away with like $25 after the podcast because, of course, he was playing Dragon Quest VII Endgame, I'm guessing. My God, that was super boring. But, of course, Judy always gets his clips. I posted it. I showed all of the e-begging that occurred on that stream, which gave me roughly about 12 clips. That's right. The man ended up begging 12 times. And sadly, it didn't work out. At the end, some dent came in and dropped a 50 super chat, which of course I always love because I don't love those, but if he is going to get support, I love it when it's on the YouTube side because YouTube takes the biggest cut, and of course that annoys Phil to no end. But anyway, yeah, I think he walked away with like $100, and he wasn't too happy. So of course he requested all the dents come out to the night stream and support Pigmata and make sure that they give Phil tons of support. And again, one dent coming in and saving the business. They heard the whale call and dropped massive amounts of support. And I think he walked away with like $200 on the night stream. So, but on the podcast, yes, he was talking about, bro, this is so funny. I posted the clip where Phil was looking at that weight thing, the Vitris something. It's like a robot gym or whatever. And of course, it's ridiculous price. It's almost like $4,000. And you have to pay a subscription. Bro, his eyes lit up like, oh my God, I can't wait to waste my money on this shit. I can't wait to buy this and just have it sit there and collect dust while we use it as a clothing rack where we could just drop clothes on top of it. Like his look on his eyes, like, man, I really want to buy this. And why? Because it was a good equipment? No. Because what? What exactly? Is it gourmet? Is it the fact that it costs $4,000 and most average people can't afford that? Is that what it is, Phil? Bro, the eyes. You would have thought someone gave him, V-Bucks or whatever it is, credits to the WWE Champion store, and he could just pull Hogan's for like a week. Like, it was quite insane, man. And of course, I think he caught himself towards the end, and he was like, oh, well, no, I'm not really interested in that. Watch. I'm telling you right now, there's like a 50-50 shot, 50% 50-50 shot that he's going to buy this shit. Watch. And of course, he won't tell no one until he accidentally slips up one day and mentions it. And of course, all the detractors will come out and mock him and laugh at him for spending $4,000. Just to let you know, too, I talked about this on the podcast yesterday. The Bankrupcy 2.0 is just coming in nicely. My God. Like, the amount of spending this guy's doing is just off the charts. And it's not just him, like I mentioned. It's our girl Cat as well. And I am putting together a quick little video. Not a quick little, it's probably going to be about 30 minutes long. Just documenting some of the expenditures that these two fucking consumers, childless consumers that have nothing better to do but just waste money. And again, it's not just Phil. People think it's just Phil. No. Nope. It's Cat and Phil. The amount of deliveries these two get every day will just blow your mind. And it makes sense, especially since Phil talks about how his garage is just filled with trash. And it gets so bad that he has to pay like 1-800-JUNK to come out and throw the trash out. Because it's probably just empty cartons, empty boxes and containers, of his packages. It's insane. My God, man. But anyway, I'm putting together that little piece. I got to get some confirmation messages from my source before I go ahead and proceed with that and just make sure everything's okay for me to kind of publish some of the information. Don't worry. Some of the stuff will be hidden. I'm not going to take I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna allow YouTube's system to flag me and give me a strike or something for exposing something. So it's very careful. I'm actually editing it. That's right. I'm gonna be editing it just to make sure I don't screw up or show something I shouldn't show. So anyway, all right, let's keep going. Let's see what else he has to say about his day of streaming.
Then we headed into Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, and today was an interesting day, and here's why. Today, it was all content leading to the end of the game. We finished all 4 of the Elemental Spirits plot lines, getting the items and things that we needed so that we could actually head into the end game and take on the Almighty and see what was really going on with the plot. However, while we were doing that, all of a sudden, a different plot opened up where we had to go back to the past and we had a run-in with someone from previous in the game. And I'm not going to spoil it, but it was interesting because as I was doing this, someone revealed to me this is not actually in the original Dragon Quest VII. This was added, a brand new plot line for Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, because I guess it was always a fan demand or a wish of the fans to get a resolution plot line for one of the characters from earlier in the game. And I was like, oh, that's kind of neat that they added this new content. It wasn't lengthy. It was about an hour, but it was pretty cool to see that content. So if you watch today's stream, you're going to see a little bit of kind of almost a side derailment in the middle of the end game. Like, where did that come from? But I guess it was something that fans had asked for a long time. Then we headed back to the main storyline. We went to the final dungeon. We got all the way through it. We got to the final boss, and there was like 20 plus minutes left. And I'm like, we have time. Final boss of our RPG will take like, 10, 15 minutes. We'll see the ending. The final boss had 4 forms. 4 forms. And each one got progressively harder and more time consuming. Not to say that I didn't like the final boss, but it took forever and I wasn't expecting that. So get this. Once you beat the final boss of Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, the game says, we have a lengthy ending planned for you, but never gives you any opportunity to save your game. I stayed till past it was like 4:25 p.m., so I'm 25 minutes over. My dinner is ready. I can smell it. I'm like, oh, I'm hungry. And the game won't let me stop. I said, Alt F4, closed it, and I said to everyone, it's this simple. Hopefully it saved the boss fight. If not, it's really going to suck if I have to redo it, because that would be really stupid and a horrible game mechanic that in a modern game that you just bought, you beat the final boss and it doesn't auto-save, but also doesn't let you save during an extended ending sequence. I was explained to by my audience Basically, the ending of this game can last hours. Like, depending on how much content you want to do, you can go to all these different locations in the world and talk to all the people and see the epilogue stories of all the people that you spent time with over the course of the game. Sounds like a great ending, right? So why on earth can't you save? All of the save points are deleted from the game. You can't save your game. I don't know. So, in truth, I don't know. The next time that we play Dragon Quest VII, which we will do one final stream, I don't know if we're going to have to redo the final boss fight again. I mean, I hope not, because who wants to do another 30 to 40-minute boss fight a second time? I guess we'll have to find out when we play it again, all right?
You know what would solve that problem, Phil? What would solve that problem was that if you didn't spend so much time begging. And by the way, I did mention, I posted a video that was like 10 minutes long, right, of your playthrough. And I refuse to show any of your gameplay because it's such an easy game, yet you suck so bad at it, right? So what I did was I highlight all the other stuff. You complaining, begging, whatever. I got about 12 or 15, I think about 15 clips of literally you sitting there begging and complaining. So right there, Phil, my video was about 10 minutes long. It could have been probably longer than that. Probably could have been about 30 minutes if I would have left the clip, extended the clip, get the full content of what you were saying, right? Where you were just wasting time. On top of that, the 30 minutes you decided to take a break. On top of that, how many pee breaks did you take to stretch or whatever, right? If you would have added up all that time, you would have had plenty of time to finish up the end game of this. But of course you didn't, because you need to drag everything the fuck out and then get pissed off that the game doesn't allow you to save mid-game, like mid-fight. No. You finish the damn fight, or you schedule your fucking stream accordingly. Good God. Again, the developers don't know or don't give a shit that you need to leave at 4 o'clock your time to eat din din, okay? The developers don't understand that a boomer like yourself has to have an early dinner. They don't know, and they just don't give a shit. But of course, this self-centered douchebag thinks the world revolves around him, and everything needs to be developed just for his needs. And he sits here and complains. And again, he wonders why people just despise him and dislike him and think he's just an entitled douchebag. This is the reason why, Phil, you need to bring up the points that no one cares about and no one has an issue with but you. God. He is the definition of first world problems. Seriously.
Now, attendance, low. Engagement, low. Support, honestly, was pretty low. And then one person near the end did a $50 super chat. So it got over $100. So I'm not going to complain. I've certainly had way worse Dragon Quest streams. But at this point, 53 plus parts, almost like 60 hours of gameplay. Yeah, I'm happy it's over with because I know that people really weren't digging it. It's a super long RPG. I do want to say, for those who've been along for the ride, thank you for waiting this long for the ending. I know we've been playing this since February. I'm just as excited as you to see the ending next week when we finish this game. I will do one more daytime stream of it next week. It'll be the final, seeing the ending at length. And what I also want to see is the post-game content that unlocks. Not to say that I'm going to do it, but people have told me that there are extra tablets and things that are post-game content you can't do until you've seen the ending and everything. So let's see it off next week. Let's end this playthrough and wrap it up. I hope that you'll be there for that if you've liked Dragon Quest all along, okay?
Oh, brother, I love the non-complaint that this guy does. It's up there with the non-apology apology. Oh, I'm sorry that you're offended. Good God. It's just like the non-goal goal. That's right. He has a goal, but he really doesn't have a goal, according to DSP. Good God, brother, man. And again, man, I'm one of those people that I'm super excited he's done playing this game, because it doesn't look like a bad game. It's not I don't really like those kind of games. It doesn't look like a bad game, but I can see why people that love that genre and love those games will like it. It is a beautiful game, and it does harken back to older style games or whatever. I get that, and I see that, and I can see the enjoyment people get out of it. It's just not for me. But he just kills everything with how bad he plays it, his complaining, and of course overly focusing on money. Let's not forget, he said that this would be the playthrough, his guilty pleasure, that he didn't care whether he got support or not, as long as the other streams got supported, right? And how many times did he sit there and just e-beg non-stop on these goddamn streams? How many times did he extend the fucking podcast or the morning show waiting for people to throw cash his way? Because he knew as soon as he was going to play that game, he was going to dip from 160 people down to like 100. How many times did that happen? But again, he's the one that tells everyone there's no goal, but yet if he doesn't get 150 bucks, it's not a great playthrough. It wasn't successful, as DSP loves to say. Fuck off with that, man. But I'm happy. And by the way, I'm almost at 15 minutes. I've been trying to make it a point to close these videos at 15 minutes. He's gonna talk about the night stream, and then of course talk about the May busting, whatever. We don't give a shit. We'll deal with that tomorrow. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you like the Keno Casino quartering drama going on. I posted 3 videos today, brother. So I tried to capture all the highlights from last night's stream. There was some crazy shit there. And by the way, the quartering has realized that he is in some hot water. That's right. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, take a gander at my video that regarding the FDA. It was posted like maybe a half hour ago. Woo, man, that's some fire shit. All right, peace out, everyone.